Hello and welcome to Star Citizen. My name is Evenlease, and today on 10 Minutes or Less Ship Review, we have the Anvil Arrow, a light fighter. Let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. A common ship to be seen, the Anvil Arrow, a light fighter that a lot of us, if not most of us that are common with Star Citizen have seen and come against or fought in. Those unfamiliar with Star Citizen might still recognize the design if they've ever seen a Star Citizen video. It is one of the, most used fighters in the game. Maybe not so much anymore, but it still holds pretty strong. There's probably some better choices out there, but let's go ahead and get into this ship really quick. Here's the exterior. Now, there's not much to this ship. They haven't had the gold standard pass. I can't access anything on the outside, like no components or whatnot. You do have access to your storage here, so that's good. And then let's talk about the weapons really quick. On the exterior, you do have two Scorpion GT 215s. Those are size 2. You can see right here, one there, and then there's going to be one on the other side. At the top, you have a pilot-controlled turret, just carrying two size 1 and 13 laser cannons. So those are up there. Pretty okay amount of firepower. Surprisingly, if you look on any of the DPS calculation websites like Urkel, this has a really good DPS, but it's just because of those ballistic weapons. They give you kind of a false sense of DPS because while they do hit strong and they are gimbaled, you run out of ammo quick. Very quick. So when you're in the middle of a fight, if you are missing even a little bit of your shots, you're going to end up just being able to use... This is a good timing. That right there. No. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, you're going to be using the cannons on top of your ship primarily in this fight if you run through the ballistics very quickly. You also have quite a few missiles on this thing. Well, 6. 6 missiles on this thing. You get 3 size 2 Dominator 2s and 3 size 2 Ignite 2 missiles. And they're on your wings. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I will say the wings are the easiest things to get blown off on this ship, as most light fighters they are. So always be wary of that. And this ship only has one shield generator. One shield generator. That's pretty tough. So you don't have that much shield health either. To be honest, there's some better options out there for a fighter. But given the price point, it's still not bad. This is a great fighter, and if you do some upgrades to the components, like the shields and all that, you can make it a formidable fighter. You just have to be careful about getting into too big of a fight. One-on-one situation is always going to be your best, but getting into anything more than one-on-one is going to be kind of tricky if it's player versus player. Player versus AI, depending on the server, you can either, sit there and wipe them out all day long, or just get wiped out all day long. That's pretty much the exterior of the Anvil Arrow. I'm a little disappointed that a lot of these older ships haven't gotten the care that they should have gotten when they decided to add physicalized components and stuff, and it's really too bad. Let's go ahead and move into the cockpit really quick. We'll get a quick look in there and take off. This time I have the cockpit and everything turned off, so as you can see, interesting lighting. Let's go ahead and turn this thing on. Let's see. We got the engine on over there. Let's go flight ready.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
Lighting starts up like a Drake ship. It's like flickering here and there. You have 4 MFDs in front of you. Top, bottom, top, bottom. So that's pretty good. And then you get your warning, your master warnings and everything like that at the top here. So that's always good to have if you're getting locked on or, tracked by something that's it's going to show you, or any power warning failures. You also do have an ejection seat here. As you saw in my last video with the Gladius, it's always good to have an ejection seat. You never know when you're going to get into a fight that you just aren't going to be able to run away from. I don't want to be reminded of that. And if you didn't know, I am exhausted. It was a very tiring weekend. I decided to go on a camping trip with the family, take them out, and have a lot of fun. And let's just say the 6-year-old is very tiring. He is a bundle of energy and never stops. So never wants to sleep either. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the engines real quick. I already did that because we did flight ready. So let's go ahead and take off. Now this thing does get up and go. It's very fast in atmosphere, very fast outside of atmosphere. So that's always awesome. If you keep it within SCM speed, it's got really great maneuverability. Keep it outside of SCM speed and you can definitely get out of this, hairy situation pretty quick. So that's pretty nice. You're going to see some combat footage here and there while I finish up on this one. It's a pretty simple review, I'll be honest with you, because this ship is just, there's just not much to it yet, right? You don't have any of the accessible components. You do have the storage locker for your guy, but, I mean, that's kind of like, whoopity-doo. I feel like when this ship gets its Gold Standard Pass, it's probably going to grow just a little bit. I don't think it's going to grow too much, but just a little bit to help fit a lot of the components it does have. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is a big enough ship to house the components, but they're going to probably have to take a lot of the space up top here. So they're going to have to allow you to somehow get on your ship while it's landed so you can get up there and change out components. Good chance it could be underneath as well, but doesn't seem as accessible because when you're landed, you're kind of against the ground. This is tough because it does do great DPS and it is upgradable, right? You could upgrade this ship and it could be a beast, but like I said, I review my videos or my ships stock. I like to review them as you get them from the store and take them out for the first time. And if you want to pick a fight with somebody or something, you're going to know what you're going to have by watching these videos. And stock, just with everything I've already told you, weapons, exterior look, which exterior look is fantastic, looks great. This ship is more of a parasite ship in my opinion. It's got 583 quantum fuel, but you're not going to really want to jump around too much like system to system once that is more available, like pyro and stuff, because it's just not really meant for it. You don't have any living quarters or anything, obviously. It's a very small fighter. This ship is meant to be tucked away on another ship and brought out, in my opinion. Sometimes I'm even surprised it has a quantum drive. I mean, if they took the quantum drive out, they could probably fit another shield generator in here and make this thing a lot better. But now I'm just rambling. But if I was to give this thing a score, with the no Gold Standard Pass, no access to components, good base DPS, but ballistics. I hate ballistics at that size. Very low amount of ammo. This ship is, I'll give it a... Oh, it's tough because if you take the ballistics out, all you got is 6 missiles and the 2 cannons on top as a stock ship. I see this ship 6 out of 10. I'm sorry, but it's a 6 out of 10 for me. It really is, because think about it. I mean, stock. This thing it's been crippled, right? It's just got. The ballistics are terrible when it comes down to the ammo storage. It's got 1 shield generator. It's got a very lackadaisy amount of rockets. There's just a lot of ships out there now that compete with this thing very easily and do a much better job, and the price points aren't too far off. Let me know what you think of this ship down in the comments below. Do you have one? Did you buy it? Do you plan on keeping it? How do you have it upgraded? Let me know what you think. And I really appreciate you watching. I hope everybody has started off the new year well. I hope everybody, if there's anybody in Japan watching this, I hope you're doing okay and are safe. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.